Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer slash football prediction. It's your boy Freddy da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss none of your future prediction videos. All right, today I got a 7 game slate for Champions League tomorrow, Tuesday, January 21st. I'll talk about the games. I'll let you know if there's any injuries, and I'll give you my predictions. Okay. But before I do start, I do want to let you guys know if we get, or not if, but when we get to 100 subscribers and 100 likes, um, I'm gonna give something away. I'm gonna give either money or I don't know something. I'm gonna do a giveaway basically. Um, and also I wanted to do in the comments. I want to have a little fun and you guys put your prediction before the game. Um, Whatever prediction it is, I'll pick one of you comments, and if you win, we'll ride with you until you lose. Once you lose, unfortunately, I have to pick a new one. But I'll give you guys a shout out. So just so you guys know. All right. Let's start with the games, the predictions. Starting off, we have AS Monaco versus Aston Villa. Monaco's playing at home, and Monaco has one injured player, two question. Aston Villa has three injured players and two question. Um, Monaco's last 5 games, they've only gotten one win, and that was last year in December 22, 2024. It was for the Copa de France. They haven't gotten a dub since then. Got one draw this year, January 10. Other than that, nothing. They've been pretty bad. And they don't really have too many injuries, so it doesn't really make sense to me. I guess they're just, their squad is just not that good. On the other hand, Aston Villa is actually pretty good right now. They got 3 wins, 2 draws. Um, they have, yes, they have 3 injured players, but it doesn't seem to be affecting them at all. These two have not gone head to head, so this will be the first time. Um, my prediction would be Aston Villa to win. I think they're favorite. Not 100% sure if they're favorite or not, but what I can guarantee is going to be total points over 2.5. Because right now it's sitting at 2.5. I'm pretty sure they're going to be more than 2 goals. Um, Aston Villa, I can guarantee you that they'll make 2. They're sitting at 1.5. I know it's going to be a really good game. Maybe not a high scoring game, but I do see total of 3 points, maybe 2-1 Aston Villa to win. But I'm going with Aston Villa straight up, and I am going with over 2.5 total goals. So that's where I'm going with that. Apologize. Okay, on to the next one. Atlanta versus Stormgrass. Uh, Stormgrass. Anyway, Atlanta is playing at home. Atlanta has one injured player, one question. Um, Stormgrass has two question. Now, usually Atlanta's a really good team. They just have not been that good lately. Um, in their last 5 games, they've only gotten 3 draws and 2 losses, so they haven't had a win um, for this. As far as Champions League, Give me a quick second. As far as Champions League, they've been actually pretty good. They got 3 wins, 2 losses, and one loss, 2 draws and 1 loss. I apologize. The last time these two went head to head, Atlanta did win 1-0. Then it was 2-2. Sturmgrass right now, apparently they've been pretty good in their last 5 games. They've only lost once, 1 draw, and 3 wins. So they put in some numbers. They score every single time they play. They score, it seems like. So they're sitting at 0.5. So 1 goal, you're in. Now the only thing that would kind of you might want to think about is that the last time that they did play, which was in November 9, 2023, they did not score against Atlanta. And the one before that, they did score. They scored 2. So, I mean, they've been pretty good in their last 5 games. Even in the last Champions League, they did score. So, I want to say they'll make at least a goal. But like I said, Atlanta is such a good team. I just don't know why they haven't had a dub in their last 5 games. But I mean, they've been playing with tough teams. They've been playing with Napoli. They played against Juventus. They played against Inter Milan and Lazio Unide. So yeah, I mean they're not they're not easy teams. So, but I don't know if I'm gonna go straight up Atlanta on this one, or if I'm just gonna put Stormgrass just to make a goal. And that one seems like more promising to me. The total is sitting at 3.5. I don't know if they'll score that because they've only done that once when they met, which was back in October 26, 2023. The one after that, which was November 9, 2023, it was only 1-0. So maybe I'll do under. But I do see Atlanta winning only because they're at home. But not 100% sure I'm betting on this one just yet. Okay, on to the next one. Atletico Madrid versus Bayern Leverkusen. That one's going to be a really good game. I can guarantee you goals. The total is sitting at 2.5. The last time they met, that went over 2.5. It was 4 goals total. The last 5 times they met, they've only gone over 2.5 twice though. It could be because of injuries, but not 100% sure. The last 5 times they met in Champions League, they did go over that twice. Bayern Leverkusen hasn't lost in their last 5 games, but they did play for Bundesliga, and this is Champions. Atletico only has 1 loss in their last 5 games. The rest are all wins, and that was for La Liga. So Atletico Madrid is playing at home. Atletico Madrid has 2 question players. Leverkusen has 4 injured players and 1 question. So I might do Atletico Madrid to win just because they're at home. Or I'll do total over 2.5. I see that happening. So yeah, that's where I would go with that one. Okay, on to the next one. Benfica versus Barcelona, baby, all day. This one's going to be a tough one for Barca, let me tell you, because Benfica They're coming from a win, 4-0. They did get that window in the Portuguese League. And Barca for La Liga, they tied against Getafe. So, yes, I know they beat Real Madrid 5-2. And then they beat Real Betis 5-2. But those were, one of them was in Spanish Copa del Rey and the other one was Spanish Supercopa. So, as far as champions, the last time these two went at it, the last 5 times, Benfica has not been able to beat them though. The most recent was a tie, 0-0. There was no goals. That was back in November 23, 2021. So it was 3 years ago. I don't know how I feel about this one, just because I know Di Maria is in that team, and he's a really good team. He's a really good player. Now, just one player doesn't define the whole team, but he is such a good player that when he was out, this team was not doing well. As soon as he came back, goals were being made. So, yeah. But I'm a Barca fan, and I'm not trying to say that um, Barca's gonna win like that. You know, I'm thinking with my brain, not with my heart. Um, Actually, I do want to say something though. I did mess up on the wins and losses the last 5 times these two met. Benfica did beat them 3-0 back in September 29, 2021. And that was before the November 23, 2021 that we talked about. Then Barca won. Then Barca won. So the total is sitting at 3.5. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of goals. I don't know if that's gonna happen, just because they have not covered that. In the last 5 times these two met, they have not covered that. So I don't know how I see that many goals. Maybe 2 goals total, maybe 3, but go over 5, I just don't see it. Benfica does not have an injured player. Barcelona has 3 injured players, but these are the same players that have been injured when they've been getting their dubs. So I don't know. I am betting this one though, just because it's my Barca, and I am putting Barca to win. But it's gonna be a tough one because Benfica is playing at home. So yeah, um, maybe I do a total team under. Yeah, not 100% sure on this one yet, but I am betting Barca. So okay, on to the next one. Bologna versus Dortmund. Bologna Bologna is playing at home. They have 0 injured players. Dortmund has 1 injured player, 1 question. Now, Dortmund hasn't been that good of a team for me to be like they're going to win. But then I can say the same thing about Bologna. They've only got 2 wins in the last 5. Dortmund has only 1 win in their last 5. So, but the last time these two met was back in July 30, 2021, and Dortmund did beat them 3-0. But we're talking about a whole different squad, right? Um, I don't know how I'm going with this one, but the total sitting at 2.5. Maybe I'll do that because they did cover that the last time they met. So maybe I would go with that. I feel like this one would be a draw, to be honest with you. Um, but yeah, I think I'm going with the total points over 2.5. Okay, on to the next. Oh yeah, Bologna is playing at home, just so you guys know. Okay, on to the next one. Club Brugge, Brugge versus Juventus. Man, I want to say Juventus on this one, but they have not proved themselves in their last 5 games. They only got one win, and that was against AC Milan. AC Milan had injured players, so injuries. Juventus still has 3 injured players. Club Brugge has not only they have no injured players. So the last time these two went at it, which was twice, they've only gone head to head twice. So they've covered the 2.5 once. That was back in September 14, 2005. Wow, that was a long time ago. Totally different teams. Then after that, it was only 1-0. So I do see some goals, though. I do see some goals. I don't know if it would go over the 2.5, but I see goals. Maybe a draw, 1-1. But I could be wrong. Juventus could be good enough to go against them just because they did win their last game. Um, Now, Club Brugge is not a bad team because they have not taken an L in their last 5 games. 4 wins, 1 draw, right? And they are playing at home, so they have a total team point of 0.5, so that means a goal and you're good. So they've every game they've played, since December 15, 2024 till now, they've made a goal. And not just one, they've made 2. So I see a goal. Especially with no injured players, I see a goal. So I think that's where I'm going with this one. I think I'm going with the Club Brugge total points over, team over 0.5. Yeah, that's where I'm going with that. Okay, on to the next one. Liverpool versus Lille. Now this is going to be a good game too. Liverpool is playing at home. Total sitting at 3.5. I don't know how I feel about that one. As far as injuries, Liverpool has 1 injured player. Lille has 2 injured players and 2 questionable. Um, the last time Liverpool played, they couldn't go over that 3.5. They did make 2 goals, but as far as making over 3.5, no. Now the total team over is 2.5. I don't even see that either, because they've only covered that once in their last 5 games. So, but I know they did have some injured players. Right now, they only got one. The last time these two met, they're 1-1 right now. So Lille did beat them once back in March 11, 2010. Then Liverpool beat them 3-0 back in March 18, 2010. Other than that, they have not gone head to head. So that was a minute ago that they played. 14 years ago. So Lille hasn't taken an L in their last 5 games. 3 wins, 2 draws. Liverpool with 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. I don't see Lille beating Liverpool, to be honest with you, but it's gonna be a good game. I do see goals. As far as Lille making a goal, because their team sitting at 0.5, so all they got to do is make a goal. That's gonna be tough, but it could happen. you know. So I think I'm going with Liverpool on this one, but I don't know if I'm touching the over. So yeah, give me Liverpool winning straight up, and that's what I'm going with that. Okay, on to the next video or next game. Apologize. Okay, that's Red Star versus PSV. Red Star is playing at home. They have no injured players. PSV has only one questionable, so it is going to be a good game. The total sitting at 3 goals. These two have not gone head to head, so I can't give you an exact amount, but PSV do score goals. They do make points. They do score goals. So now, as far as stars, Red Star, they do too, depending on who they're going against. Um, they've covered this over three. They've covered that maybe, I want to say, well, here's the thing. They have covered this, but not because they made the goals. They've only made over 2.5 total team. They've only done that, or 1.5. They've only done that twice. So total team point 1.5. They've only done that twice. That means 2 goals. They've only covered it twice in their last 5 games. They do allow a lot of goals, though. So look, check this out. The last time they played AC Milan, they allowed two. They allowed 1 goal. Right? No, they allowed 2 goals. I apologize. Then they played VFB. They allowed 5 goals. Then they played Barca and they allowed 5 goals. They played Monaco. They allowed 5. They played Inter. They allowed 4. So it seems like they allow a lot of goals, right? And PSV is a type of team that will make points. So maybe I do see over 3. But as far as a win, I guess I'm going to have to go with PSV. If I was to bet this one, I might not do it, but if I was to bet, I would bet PSV. They got 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Red Star only has 1 win in their last 5 games, so the other 4 are just lost. So yeah, give me PSV straight up if I was to bet, and give me the total points over 3. Red Star is playing at home though, but I don't think it would make that much of a difference. Okay, on to the last game of the video. If you made it this far, comment 23. Also, don't forget, comment down there below. Give your prediction, and if it hits, I'll ride with it. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Okay. The game is Slovan Bratislava versus VFB Stuttgart. Okay. Bratislava has 0 injured players. Stuttgart has 3 injured players and 1 questionable. Bratislava is playing at home, but they have not been able to beat Stuttgart. So the last time they met, it was a 2-2. Then before that was 1-0. They lost. Now, Bratislava has not been able to win in their last 5 games of Champions League. So, I don't see them winning this one either. I don't think it would make that much of a difference anyway, right? Because it seems like they're out. So, but it is football, so you never know, right? Um, The total is sitting at 3.5. Um, I don't know if I want to go over that. It seems like a lot of points. Um, Although they do allow a lot of goals. The last time Bratislava played Atletico, they allowed 3 goals. Then they played AC Milan, they allowed 3 goals. Then they played Dynamo, they allowed 4 goals. So they allow that many goals, you know. And Stuttgart, they be making goals. When if you let them, they will make goals. Their most recent game was 4. I just don't know if I want. I just don't know if I see it over 3.5. Even though it does scream that, I just don't see it. I do see 3 goals coming. I just don't know if I see over 3.5. Um, Stargard, they've made in their most recent game they made 4. Then they only made 2, then 1, then 2, then nothing. That's why it's hard for me to be like, oh yeah, it's gonna go over 3.5. So you know, but I will do Stuttgart over, or not over, but straight up win. So that's why I would go with that. I do apologize. My dog is going crazy if you can hear him. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And if there's a game that you guys want me to predict, put it down in the comments and I'll get it for you. So thanks for watching, and I hope this was helpful to making your predictions. And I hope you guys are all winners. Oh, on to until the next time. Deuces.